What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I said that I wanted to start making videos once a week where I talked about movie news. And what do you know? Just in a matter of a few hours from each other, we got 3 new trailers. So it only made sense that I do my first video with movie news on these trailers. Let's talk about them. First things first, let's talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. This is the second trailer that we've got. And for the first movie, a lot of people hate it. They do. And some of the complaints I understand or I agree with. But I still had fun with the movie. It's a lot of action, whatever. This movie, it seems like we're going to get even more action, even more crazy stuff going on. We see a new actor playing Shredder, which we saw him in the first trailer, but I like this because this means that they're actually going to make Shredder a character. We're going to get more dimensions with him. He's just not going to be a flat, one-note villain, a faceless villain who's just in the shadows and we never see his face or anything. So at least we get this. I'm looking forward to that probably the most out of anything else in the movie. We get more of Bebop and Rocksteady. In fact, we see how they get created here. So, okay, whatever. I did watch the cartoon, the 80s cartoon when I was a kid, and I wouldn't say that's where my love for the Turtles started. It was more the 1990 movie. So I don't have this great love for Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't go crazy over the fact that they're here. Stephen Amell as Casey Jones because I like Stephen Amell. He plays Arrow, so obviously I love that. And I love Casey Jones just as a character. So it should be perfect together, but when I see him in the trailers, he has this smile on his face, and I don't know, I'm just not really buying it. But at least he has the hockey mask and the hockey stick, so it's like, well, and at least he's in the movie. So there's that. We get Megan Fox as April O'Neil, and Megan Fox is smoking hot. That's really all I gotta say. Sure, April's not really supposed to be like that, but seeing the part where she has the schoolgirl outfit, I'm like, okay, sure, let's do it. Why not? The Turtles, there's a plot point in this trailer where the Turtles want to be human. Or at least some of them do. I guess there's something with the ooze, the secret ooze or whatever, where it could turn them human. Now, obviously, I don't think that they'll become human. But I do find it interesting because I think this is how they're going to get smaller. Like, everybody, including myself, complained that the Turtles were too big. They were the size of the Hulk. They're huge. It was ridiculous. Like I still don't know how they fit into sewers. But if this is their excuse to shrink them down in size and make them look a little bit more believable. I know it's Turtles, so believable is a laughable word to use, but still they're too big. So I'm for that. Again, it looks like a lot of action, so maybe a lot of fun. If nothing else, if the plot's bad, if it's badly written, poorly executed, at least it looks like there's a lot of action. Which I don't really think of the Turtles having this big, huge Hollywood blockbuster type action movie, but I guess that's what these movies are now. So what can I do about that? Let's now move on to Kong, Skull Island. Technically, this wasn't like a real trailer. This was just showing a bunch of movie clips or behind-the-scenes clips with the actors talking about what the movie's about and whatnot. So I was a little disappointed. I guess I was hoping for a trailer. The movie doesn't come out till next year. They're still in the middle of shooting this movie, so I get it. They wanted to present something to get people talking about this because I remember when I first heard that they were making a Skull Island movie, I was excited because I thought, wow, we're going to get a new King Kong movie that's not a rehash, not the same story that we've seen over and over again with King Kong. We get it, we know it. Let's do something different with this Kong. Let's do something more adventurous, and that's what this seems like it's going to be. I got afraid when Michael Keaton left the project, when J.K. Simmons left the project. I said, oh no, maybe this is falling apart. But we still have a good cast. Brie Larson, who is coming fresh off of her Oscar win, The clip, you see her and Tom Hiddleston talking about the plot and their characters and whatnot. So, okay, fine. Like I said, though, with these clips, it's just behind-the-scenes stuff. You're not seeing any of the effects or how the CGI is going to look, how Colin's going to look. We're not seeing any of that. So, again, it sucks, but whatever. One thing I want to mention is also in the cast, Corey Hawkins and Jason Mitchell, who were both in Straight Outta Compton together as Dr. Dre and Eazy-E. So seeing them back together so soon in this movie is interesting. They're some of the only two black people in this movie, with King Kong on Skull Island with a bunch of creatures. I wonder if they're going to survive. But the other cast, you get Samuel L. Jackson, another black guy who doesn't mind dying in movies. We didn't see him talk, of course. But we also see that John Goodman's in the movie. So that cast alone, I'm okay. I'm totally fine with this. I'm looking forward to it, but it's a year away. Last but not least, the big finale, the trailer that we wanted to see. Apparently they played it on MTV, but I didn't watch the MTV Movie Awards. I couldn't care less about that. So I watched this trailer online, and you know what? I really enjoyed this trailer. I did. At the beginning, we see the government or Congress or whatever talking about Superman. They mention Superman and how he can do whatever he wants. If he showed up at the White House and did this, who could stop him? I found that really interesting, that the first thing that we hear and see in this trailer is a reference to Superman, because when I see the members of Suicide Squad, a lot of these villains feel like Batman villains. So for some reason, when I hear Superman be named, I'm like, oh yeah, that's also connected. This is connected to Batman v Superman. Oh yeah! And with the reaction that Batman vs. Superman got, I enjoyed it, but a lot of people didn't enjoy it. It's interesting that it's almost like Warner Brothers was like, we don't give a fuck. We're still going to remind people that this is all in the same universe. I respect it. It's surprising, but hey, good for them. You see Harley Quinn being hot, as she is. Some people don't love Harley Quinn being used as a sex symbol, but whatever. She's hot. I love Margot Robbie, how she looks, how she acts. The only issue I had with her before this trailer was she didn't have a New York accent, so she didn't really sound like Harley Quinn to me. But in this trailer, there's one or two moments where she talks, and I detect a slight accent, a little bit. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? It's not full-on, loud, squeaking voice Harley that I'm used to, but she's sounding more and more like her the more I see her, so I love it. Seeing her with a mallet was like a dream come true. That was enough to win me over if I needed to be won over. The Joker, the clips of Joker in here, he just looks psychotic and crazy. I love it. There's a moment where I don't know if it's a flashback or present day, but some of his face looks scarred, but he's laughing still. I can't wait to see Jared Leto's Joker. We also get some few shots of Batman, who is one shot of him carrying Harley Quinn to the Batmobile. So I don't know if maybe that's when he catches Harley Quinn. Maybe Joker gets away and Joker leaves her behind. He's like, fuck you. She takes the blame. Batman brings her to Arkham, and that's how she got here. There's another shot of him jumping out and into water. So we're going to get a lot more Batman than I was expecting in this movie. That's so exciting. So awesome. And the last moment, Will Smith having that back and forth with Diablo, Deadshot, and Jay Hernandez. Yelling you want to do this, you want to start something, you want to go, and then Diablo does his pyro fire thing, and Will Smith is like, oh, I just wanted to get you to that place. Are we good? Are we cool? The most Will Smith I think we've seen in this trailer, where it's that's the Will Smith we all know and love. This trailer was a lot more fun, a lot more jokes, a lot more stuff in there to make me go, oh, okay, so this is the movie we're getting. Because the trailer, for the first trailer, I love that trailer. It's very dark and serious in tone, and that's what I loved about it. So to see now the third trailer is almost completely opposite. It's all fun stuff. It's interesting. there was a rumor that they went back and reshot things to make this movie more fun. They've debunked it. The director, Jai Courtney, even said, no, it's not true. But when you see this new trailer and it looks more fun, it makes you wonder what type of movie we're actually going to get. Either way, though, I'm looking forward to this so much. It looked awesome to me. So, guys, yeah, that was my first movie news video. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know, out of these three movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Kong Skull Island, or Suicide Squad, which one are you looking forward to the most? Because I know which one I am. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!